Good morning, guys. Rich, Mr. Guns Firearms, Cave Creek, Arizona. Back in the shop, Tuesday morning. Everything's set up. So I thought I'd give you a little bit of information regarding our shoot yesterday. So I went out with White Boy, Chris White, Tier 1 instructor, 20 years with the teams. Definitely the guy you want to shoot with, especially introduce a new platform with, because he's going to watch you really closely. He's going to keep you on point. He's going to recognize those mistakes. And my wife is a novice shooter. We took Erica with us to do a side-by-side comparison with the Staccato XC, which is my current carry gun, and the new Sig Sauer P211. Now, I know there's been so much negative press. It's hard because I've been buying SIGs and I have owned Sig Sauers for 30 years. No kidding. And so for me, never having an issue with them, I mean, any issues. When I lived in California, I had a P226 that I bought from a guy for like $350. You know what I mean? The teams used to run those. And when I say teams, I mean SEAL teams. They used to run those guns, if you didn't know that. And the only way that they would have run those guns is if they were flawless, like no issue guns. So when all this controversy started and you're taking in all this information, like I have SIGs in the case here. You know, I've got a dozen SIGs in the case here right now. Like, what am I to make of that, given my own experience? And because I haven't had a negative experience with Sig Sauer, I keep buying them and selling them. You know, I think the rules of safety, the rules of firearm handling take precedent over everything. And somehow, somewhere, people are screwing up. And I know people aren't going to like to hear that, because right now, the big thing on social media is pan SIG. Get on the bandwagon, beat them to death, get those guns out of certain venues. I know that there are certain, I think Cactus Match, you can't run a 320 over here anymore at Ben Avery. I know the military's looking at them hard. I've never had an issue. I've been sticking a P320X compact down my pants for a decade. Not to mention the other guns that I shoot that are Sig Sauer. So anyhow, that being said, when they were coming out with this P211, SIG's 2011 offering, I said, you know, after seeing the Max Michels and the DHLs and the other guns that they've been putting out on a 320 platform, I said, you know what, this gun could definitely be something. It doesn't have that same fire control group. It's a true 2011, and so we took it out and we beat on it. And on Sunday, White Boy and I went out to Cowtown, and we got on a pistol lane and we ran it just like we did with my Staccato. Ran it side by side. Staccato, Sig, Staccato, Sig, Staccato, Sig. Flawless. No issues. Not a stovepipe, not a jam, not a misfire, nothing. Nothing. Mag after mag after mag after mag. So, and this is a brand new gun. I took it straight out of the box. SIG's not doing any favors for me, man. I just wanted to see, because when you're looking at Staccato, okay, I had a C, I had a CS, you're looking at pretty strong money, right? Like the cheapest Staccato offering right now is more than this SIG. Now, SIG's a much bigger company. Maybe the hand finishing isn't there. But I'm going to tell you, like, this gun is that close, man. We were wowed. And White Boy is not a big optics guy. When I say optics, I mean red dot. He still shoots open sights on his CZ Shadow 2, okay? I wanted to make this as close to my Staccato as possible. Called up Davidson's, had him send down a Romeo X Pro. Bang, put it on there, so we could run it as close as possible. I run an SRO on the Staccato. I like the bigger round window. My eyeball is round, not square. So in terms of sight picture and establishing the dot on target, yada, 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 all your technical terms, it's, the RMR just doesn't, I don't like it as much, okay? So getting back to like compatibility and apples to apples. Gun's empty. No mag. Trigger, solid. Comp, super solid. We've got a lot of video of this thing venting as we're shooting it. Erica, myself, White Boy. Weight, very comparable. Even with the optic and a light. Just got a regular Surefire on here. X300 Ultra. Run a TLR1 on the Staccato right now. I just swapped them out because I wanted to see. This gun, bigger trigger guard. Flat trigger, adjustable. I cranked it down a little bit for yesterday. It's still 3.5-ish, right? Solid feel. When it came out of the box, it was a little creepy. So we figured that the more we shot it, the less creepy it would be. Nice big magwell for speed reloads or tack reloads. Even Erica could do it. She's never done that. My only issue with this gun is the lack of the ability to put a different optic on it. Now, I didn't really look into that. Sig does not offer an SRO round format red dot yet. That would be my recommendation to them. I don't work for them, you know what I mean? I'll tell the guy, but, you know, who am I? I own a little gun store in Cave Creek, Arizona. The gun is a little bit wider than the Staccato, but even Erica's 5'2", 215 pounds. She could get a wrap on this and put it down range, putting rounds down range. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The only modification that we did to this gun, besides the adding the optic and the flashlight, is we did White Boy's little signature skateboard tape deal right here. This makes a huge difference. I was struggling with pulling the trigger and getting that slight left pull, because when you close your hand, that's what it does. Like, your natural mechanics do that, right? So Chris puts a little skateboard tape here. When you get your grip and you put your thumb in the skateboard tape, it reminds you to add that pressure. My thumb is there. My thumb is not anywhere else. I can feel that skateboard tape. Straighten it right out. 2 shots, 3 shots, multiple target. Multiple shots on multiple targets. This gun, I'm telling you, this is a game changer. If you had any doubts about Sig Sauer, and whatever they're going to do with the other fire control unit, fine. You know what I mean? It's a bad situation, and in my opinion, from what I've seen and what I've read and the negative press that's come out there, it looks like a lot of user error. Honestly. Holsters, fingers, misholstering. I mean, I know when I run around with the Rangers, I'm in and out of holster. I'm in and out of holster. I'm in and out of holster. And if you watched my Instagram last night, you saw that I stuck this in my pants and I walked around in a public venue and I wore this thing without a holster for 2 hours in my pants, sitting down. I was comfortable. It's a big gun. I don't think everybody's going to do that. But again, this gun is a game changer. Staccato is going to be scared. Fantastic trigger. It's a serious, serious consideration. Look into it. Rich at Mr. Guns Firearms. Check out my YouTube channel. Right now, it's under Richard Warrington. Soon to get moved to a new handle. We've got videos up. White Boy's going to be in them quite often. We shoot everything. Like and subscribe. Give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.